Hello everyone, and welcome to my walkthrough video of my first ever Unity game, Acorns. Now, showcasing the gameplay, you start off in the main menu provided with the play button, the info button, and the mute button. The mute button just turns off the music in the background. The info button gives you instruction on how to play the game for first-time players, and of course the play button sends you straight into the game scene where you'll be starting to catch acorns and trying to survive as long as possible. Now, once your time hits 0, you'll then be brought to the game over screen to then show how long you have survived, and from there you can go back to the main menu and just repeat the cycle of playing this game. Now, when the user hits the play button, all that happens is the script inside that button just switches the scene from the menu to the game scene. Now, we have a couple key objects in our game. The first key object is our player, or chipmunk, which is controlled by our A and D key or a left and right arrow. We also have 3 different acorn types: regular, spiky, and gold. We also have the acorn spawner, which will randomize and spawn our acorns. We have the floor, which will act as the boundary for where our chipmunk will sit and will delete any acorns that pass our chipmunk. And of course, we have our boundary walls, which will prevent our chipmunk from going off screen. So moving on to actions and inputs, the first script we have is the acorn spawner script. This script is used to determine the odds of each acorn type spawning. It also randomly decides where the acorns will spawn specifically. The next script we have is the catching acorn script. This is used to get the user's left-right inputs, as well as give us time, remove time, or change our speed based on what acorns we've collided with. Now, the manage music script's role is to make sure the music continues playing even when a scene gets switched, and it also has the code to allow the song to get muted in the main menu. For the other 3 scenes, these are just the click info menu and play game. They just allow you to load up the next scene when you click those buttons. Okay, so I'm here in Unity, and the first thing I'm going to do is hit the play button. This is going to trigger the play game script to load up the game scene. Now, first things you notice as soon as the game scene starts is the random acorn spawning. This is because of the acorn spawner script I mentioned earlier. It's randomly placing acorns in different positions. Now, for each individual prefab of the acorn, they all have their own falling acorn script. All that's in that script is that it just destroys itself if it touches the floor. In the UI, we have a timer. Now, this timer Text Mesh Pro essentially has 2 different timer variables. We have a global variable that slowly counts up, and we also have the 60-second timer that essentially may add, increase, or decrease based on what acorns you collect. Now, the reason why we have 2 variables is because we need to get a final score. We need a hidden variable that slowly counts up. Once we hit 0 seconds on our actual timer, we can now use that hidden timer as our final score. So essentially, once we lose in the game, it's gonna switch the scene to game over. It's also gonna update our global variable with the time survived. Thank you guys so much for watching. This wraps up my walkthrough video.